One of my pet peeves is when people mock the lack of knowledge. I'm not going to say intelligence, I'm going to say knowledge in others. What you know is not your intelligence. Your intelligence is your capability to learn, to think, to understand, to gain more knowledge, to be open minded. Your intelligence is not a vast amount of data that you know. It's not your ability to memorize information. And there is so much information that it is irrational to expect any single person to be fully aware of that vast spectrum. People need to be okay with admitting that they don't know something. We have a issue, and that issue is we don't like to admit we don't know something because we don't want to be thought of lesser than. And we need to be okay with not knowing everything. It sounds way better when you say, I don't know, why don't you tell me? It shows humility. It shows you care more about the truth than about being quote unquote right. And further, another one of my pet peeves in the same area of topic is when people try to use the fact that they have degrees to say that they are more intelligent or smarter than other people. No, that's not at all true. There are many reasons why you went to school and other people didn't go to school. Some smart people don't go to school because they think it's a waste of time. Personally, I see colleges as like businesses, and I think trade schools are way better. I believe in mastership and apprenticeship programs. And you're saying you've got 3 degrees, and so because you've got 3 degrees, what you have to say is more valid than somebody who doesn't have any. But there's different types of intelligence. There's street smarts, there's survival and nature smarts, and then there's book smart. There's others. But book smart is literally taking the observations of other people, the effort of other people, and absorbing them and saying, I am smart because I read data that other people gathered for me. And then I went to a facility that organized it and tested me on it. I can't remember the name, but the person who supposedly found the cure for syphilis was a person who believed in doing things in person. He conflicted with other physicians at the time who believed in studying and taking notes, but he believed that actually going out into the world and experiencing things on your own is the best way to gather knowledge. And I think that is true. I think a mixture is good, a mixture of what has already been uncovered by others and also experiencing the world in your own way. Knowledge is a vast pool, and it is unlockable by anyone. It takes a particular human being with a particular human experience to unlock a portion of that knowledge. And if that person doesn't unlock it, another person can unlock it. It's not owned, it's available. It's objectivity. It's the truth. It's the full spectrum of the truth. What is to know? What is to know is all there. It just has to be uncovered. And I'm not saying that people with degrees don't know what they're talking about, but the issue with degrees is that people think that people who don't have degrees are inferior or invalid, like their observations are less true because, they didn't write a book or they didn't go to college. Everything originated from philosophy. It originated from people asking questions and observing reality. Science came from philosophy. Science is literally based on the philosophy that can be measured. And there's a whole other area of philosophy that can't be measured. And to believe you're smarter than other people just because you have a degree, that means that you believe you know everything there is to know about your little tiny area of knowledge. And that there's no way any person who's never gone to school, who doesn't have one of your degrees, could even have unlocked another portion of it or even understand something that you don't. It is the blind spot of being an expert. I know I'm the smartest person in the room, and therefore nobody else knows something that I don't. And that is a form of ignorance.